Rise ye, ashen, tarnished, chosen, undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and loyal, to your next installment of the Demon Souls Platinum All Achievements, easy to follow, guide. Here we are, World 5-2, we have literally just defeated the Leechmonger boss. We rested at the Archstone, we got the soul. I'm pretty sure I put the soul away. I'm also going to put this colourless Demon Soul away. And we're ready to continue on. So to do so, we are going to equip our Noble's Lotus to counteract poison. And now onward we go. Ready for the poison swamp. So you're going to come here, you're going to come down to the right. You're going to see where it's light there, that is a dreg. We're just going to running bot. Try that again, thank you. And now, Cling Ring we're going to replace with the Sodden Ring. Higher mobility in deep water. Keep the Thief Ring on, and make sure that we have our Adjudicator Shield equipped, so that we can regenerate some of the health we're going to get from poison. So there's two dregs over in this island here with the Thief Ring. You shouldn't have to worry about them auto-engaging. However, once you step down, we're going to take them out. And we're just going to do some item collections. So, come around. We're not really bothered by the Maiden Hammer, but I'm just sticking to the right and it's easy for you. There is another Regenerator's Ring. Now that is actually the recommended ring for the swamp, because between the Regenerator's Ring and the Adjudicator's Shield, you actually won't take any poison damage. However, there are a lot of... can't really see them yet, I'll show you when we get there. For now, stick to the right wall. We're going to grab some large soul items. That's our first. But yeah, those jellyfish things there, they will just all swarm towards you if you don't have the Thief Ring on. An annoyance more than a particular danger, but still a completely avoidable one. And keep going for one last one. There we go. 3 Storied Hero Souls, and then head back, stick to the wall so you don't engage all of the enemies. Get back onto here where we just fought those 2 dregs. Top up your health, and now we're going to take the left path. Grab the Warrior Soul. Come to this island. War Scythe can go straight to storage. Sucker Stone shards we don't need, but we might as well just loot all of these. Dark Moon Grass, and you'll see there is a red Phantom Invader. This will not increase your character tendency, as it is not one of the pure white red invaders. And we can just stick to the strategy, 2-hand, let them run to us, and while they're traversing, come on, you're going to come to us. We can swing before they reach us. And I'm just going to do one last pancake. There we go. Very sorry. The Dragonbone Smasher definitely makes fights like that easier. Is this the ring? Yeah, this must be the ring. So I'm going to use a Noble's Lotus to heal my poison while I mess around with my inventory. Don't need that broken sword. I keep the Storm Ruler and the Makoto on us until we use them. We're going to need to use the Storm Ruler again in our second playthrough. Just checking what I've got that I can put away. Yeah, the fire bombs at this point we're not going to use. That was the grass, so that wasn't the ring. Then it needs to be this one. There we go. Ring number 25, the cat ring. We will get poisoned again before we move on. That's not a problem. We're nearly done in this area. Don't worry about that item there. What we're going to do is we are going to grab these two. And then we're just going to go straight through to the fog. And that way we just don't have to worry about those dregs. Use a Noble's Lotus. And now I'm going to just send my materials away. And get your bow out. Once you come up this first plank, you will notice these two flying, oversized gnats or mosquitoes. Pop this guy. Come up a couple more, and you'll see that there is another two. Yeah, there he is. I was going to say, the higher one always blends into the shadows. That's there to try and trick you. And now just keep an eye to the right. Can I see him from here? Might need to adjust my brightness settings, but I don't think he's there. There he is. Take that one out as well. I might have to adjust my brightness settings. I've got quite a bit of glare coming in from my window. I like to use arrows to thin the herd here, as there's a few in this mob. Oh. Oh, he blended in. So he gets the pancake treatment. There we go. Grab the black pine resin, and now we can drop down, and drop down. And drop down. Right, let's snipe the mosquitoes. Four of those. And now we're going to collect some goodies here carefully, as there are 3 of those giant dregs as well. So there's 3 stones of ephemeral eyes where you can just see that faint hue over there. So what we're going to do, get a bit closer, but we definitely don't want to aggro all three of these. So with our bow, we're just going to take on, it might even be 4. It is 4. Nope. Come on. So, there we go, he's... Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, one of the few enemies in the game that is not pancakeable. They actually poise greater than the final boss, because the final boss does take a bit of stagger when we hit them with the dragon bone, whereas these guys just kind of shrug it off like it was nothing. Oh, come on. There you go. No, come on. There we go. Right. One left. No, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to do that. There we go. Right. And now we can grab our stone of ephemeral eyes. Ephemeral. Still a word I struggle with. And now we're just going to head back to the start. So all I'm looking for is where the drops are. So there we go, they're here. Once you get to here, heal your poison with a Nobleman's Lotus, heal yourself, and now we can go onward. Carry on, traverse the planks. We're going to get to some slugs. So that item there we're going to come back for. We don't need to, but it's an iconic Souls weapon, so it feels wrong not to pick it up. So we will be picking up the... It's not called the Moonlight Greatsword in this, but it's the Moonlight Greatsword. So we have 2 big uns and a shaman. So again, no, seriously, that wasn't close enough. I mean, I remember in the first video I tried to show the aggro range of the Thief Ring and how much it improves things. I think this is a better example of that. There we go. We antagonized him enough. Bonk. If he's not sprinting, he's not aggroed. Come on, run. There we go. No, come on. You were doing so well. Nope. this point, I'm going to kill you with arrows. There we go. Okay. And now for the shaman. Oh, there's 3 arrows for you. Okay, we've got another 5 mosquitoes, so let's make sure we take them out. Get your poison heal ready, as we're going to come straight out of the gunk. And now we're going to carefully traverse our way up, bopping the occasional slug. Oh. So I needed to 2-hand there because the ceiling was too low. I need to 1-hand there because the field is too narrow. So there you go. I will hit you with this weapon, out of sheer stubbornness. We do have the Crescent Falchion +5 for this exact reason, but we can still use the Dragon Bone. Might need to use the Falchion for this guy. No, I will. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come to this bridge here, and we're just going to hack away at this cluster of slugs. In the middle of this cluster is the Moonlight Greatsword, or I can't remember what it's called in this version of the game. There we go. Now that's done, that is just a Suckerstone shard, so up to you if you want to grab that or not. But now we are going to head back. I really should just adjust my brightness setting, but apparently I am being stubborn today. Nope, there we go. That's one way of doing it. So you do need to be somewhat careful at this point, as enough of the slugs can take you out. So do be mindful. What we're going to do is phalanx strategy. We're going to run in, big swing, and get out of there. Because yeah, if you just go, I'm just going to hack away at these slugs, they can hack away at you. And between them and poison, it is actually quite easy. Now we've taken out a fair chunk of them. Make sure you use lock on. But yeah, it's quite easy for the damage to ramp up without you realizing it. Make sure you heal. Use lock on, just so you can see, because the corpses, they all look alike. So lock on is the easiest way of determining if there are still any threats around. There we go. The large sword of moonlight. I mean, technically this is the original game, so the Moonlight Greatsword was a rename based on that. And now we can go back Again, completely unnecessary, so you don't have to do that. I just find it's just such an iconic weapon that I always pick it up. And if you are playing a faith build, then this is the weapon that you're going to be using for the majority, definitely your first run. It hits pure magic only, and it scales S with faith. So you get your faith up to 50 or even 60, and you're repping a fair chunk of damage, even to stuff that is resistant. Right, so we can take off our Sodden ring and put on our Cling ring. And we'll stick with the Smasher for now. So the Filthy Woman Merchant has moved to here. If you want to buy Black Pine resin or any of your lotuses for different status healing. And here we're just going to be mindful, there are a lot of dregs in this area. Excuse me, I was trying to destroy your friend. So these two came from here, so you can always, once you come in, turn and get a slight advantage on them. Come back round here. And you've seen there's a shaman up there. So we're going to make sure we get the bow on the shaman. Oh, that one only took 2. I'm going to equip Crescent Falchion for this because it's going to be in an enclosed space. Checking, using lock on. There we go. Great. Go. So that item over there, that is an armor set. That is not good for us. So, and then you have to go through the swamp. There is some new moon grass in the swamp. However, they're not soul items. We don't need them. So my recommendation is not to worry about going into the swamp. If you fall into the swamp, then you might as well do something. But if you don't, then you might as well just save yourself the bother. Now the shaman. Quickly get... Ah, damn it. There we go. It's not the end of the world if he does move, you just got to find him again. So... So yeah, we're just methodically working our way onward and now upward finally. ambush waiting inside here. So the idea is you go for the item and then you get ambushed from both sides. Now you can grab the hero soul. Now if you... Oh, excuse me, sir. Now, if you run towards here, you'll be able to climb up. Come around up here. And there is a drag up there, some faint stone shards, and a faint stone chunk. That way, if you do decide to respec and you want to go down a faith build, this is where you're going to get all of your faint stone items. Before the fog wall, which is the boss, we do want to drop down. And there's just a couple more items, which includes 1 or 2 soul packets, which we're going to get. Right, now that my MP is back at full, I'm going to put back the... Excuse me. Put back the smasher. But yeah, Crescent Falchion +5. The amount of stamina that you regain is just... not stamina, is MP that you regain is just fantastic. Just check before you pick up any items near the edges. Just check around that you don't get ambushed by any dregs, because there are a couple of dregs. There's one of them. That do just kind of seemingly drop. Well, not seemingly, they do actually drop from up above. There's the show tool. The items here, they're not really worth picking up, so I don't bother with those, as the journey back around is more effort than the reward of picking up the items. There we go. Right, so before you go into the fog, we are going to equip the Ring of Avarice, as we don't need the Thief Ring. We are going to put on black pine resins that we picked up, as he is very much weak to fire. The only thing you need to be most careful of is actually the terrain itself. Let's put on Heat Shield for 100 physical block. Use the pine resin, put a healing item ready, as this is very much a battle of high DPS, well, not even DPS, high damage. Hit and roll. Ow. There you go. Ow. Okay, let me heal. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So I've lost my fire buff, but shouldn't be a problem. When he goes in, he's going to do his big AoE attack. Ow. Yeah, not particularly difficult. Just you don't want to get hit by the 3-hit combo, basically. Trophy number 24, the Dirty Colossus trophy. And we've still got his little flies that he's spawned on us, but there you go. They all go over time. So be very, 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 very careful for this item here, as this is death water. If you step in, you will sink. So it is a soul item, but you just have to be very careful just to edge your way forward so that you don't fall in. That is very much a developer's, and well, D move, let's say. Get the eroded demon soul, make sure to put that into storage, and let's head over to the Nexus. It's been a while. Let's spend our consumable souls. Head over to the Maiden. And we're going to level up intelligence up to level 16. So what we're doing is we're getting our intelligence up so that we can increase our magic memory, as we are eventually going to want to have the ability to equip 3 slots in our magic.
You have your wit.
Over to Frake, and we are going to trade the eroded demon soul with Frake for acid cloud. That is sorcery number 15 of 22. So all these ones that are redded out means we've had that soul, but we no longer have it in our inventory, which is why we have to do 2 and a third runs of the game, is we need to use certain boss souls up to 3 times.
Bring me more, I patiently.
Right, make sure to repair.
I can forge weapons. You come back alive.
Keep the Ring of Avarice equipped, as we are going to top up our arrows. So head over to Pour 2. And as always, if we're going to come here, we might as well kill the Reaper Wraith Summoner.
Oh, hello.
It's not a huge amount. Let's just... don't need the Dark Moon Grass. Let's send 5 of our full moons away. All of our crescent can go. There we go. That's freeing up some weight so that we can hold more arrows, as we are going to use... Definitely is a strong word. We're going to use somewhere in the region of 100 arrows. Head over to 5-3, the Rotting Haven. And time for another Archdemon, in the guise of a Maiden. So, Maiden Astrea, so is a demon that is under the guise... Oh, let's put the Thief Ring on. Thief Ring, Ring of Avarice. Don't need the Black Pine Resin. So yes, so Maiden Astrea, when you talk to the NPC in Pure White, she's going to say that her brother Garl has been deceived by the Maiden. Now this boss, there is 2 ways to go about it. So the Maiden herself does not attack. She uses a healing miracle, and that's all she does. She relies purely on Garl, the bodyguard, with his ginormous hammer.
is a sanctuary for the
In fact,
lost
can I show
and
you where
wretched.
he is? Yeah, there he is. There's Garl. Hey,
There
Garl.
is
Now
nothing
we are
here
going
for
to
you
defeat
to
her
pillage or
without
plunder.
harming Garl, and in doing so, we are going to
Please,
get a trophy.
leave quietly.
So yep, so she's asking us to leave quietly. She's saying, hey, we don't have to fight each other. You can see Garl over there. He's not as, there you go. So we've gotten close, so he is blindly going to follow. So we've come over to this corner, and this convenient platform, and by convenient they've clearly done this on purpose. There she is, the Maiden. Now the fact that when you get her soul it says demon soul kind of shows that there's a bit more to this possible. Really? Really? Also, my phone going off. It's never a good sign. Okay, right. Wait, wait, wait. Now, this is purely a battle of DPS, and we win. So we are going to do damage per second. She will do healing over time. She's going to heal, if you're lucky, twice, if not 3 times. So there you go. You can see she's healing. However, the heal's done, and we still had her health lower than full. So continue to spend our light arrows so that we get the maximum damage per arrow. There we go, heal number 2. And all we're doing is just going fire the arrow, fire the arrow, fire the arrow, fire the arrow. And in doing so, we are not harming Garl. Garl will not come up to us, so you don't have to worry about that. Heal number 3. Oh, she's going to get at least 4 heals in, I reckon. Being very unlucky. There we go. 3 heals. Ring of Avarice was on. So there we go. Trophy number 25, the Maiden Astrea's trophy, and trophy number 26. Uh, 26 is May You Be Unharmed. Now you may be thinking, hang on, that wasn't 100 arrows. You were over-exaggerating. Well, we're not done. So what we're now going to do is Thief Ring off, and we're going to put on the Plague Resistance Ring. And we're going to put on the Widow's Lotus that counteracts Plague. Come back around. And if you are uncertain at this point, if you're not comfortable with your navigation or with the fact that you may just have to end up sprinting to the finish, I would suggest go back to the Nexus and kill yourself in the Nexus and come back in spirit form. We cannot die here. Okay. Now, Garl will not attack you unless you attack him, so you don't have to worry about Garl, but we are going to be sniping all of the plague babies, as I call them. And they can take 3 arrows each. Be quick, because after you hit them once, they're going to try and sink into the water to move around. But if you just spam the attack, you can hit them while they're stun locked. But yes, there are oh so many of them. As you can see. Individually, these are not a problem. However, with them being so many, they can stun lock you and stagger lock you. There we go. That's what happens when you hit one and don't beat it. Right, down to the next level. And now over to here. Where are you? That's the one that I got that's dying. Whoop, careful. Creepy things. Ah. There we go. So yeah, you don't have to snipe them all. However, the more the merrier is definitely my recommendation. As the moment you step into this pool, you are going to be within a second or so, you're going to instantly get plagued. Now, plagued is the equivalent of toxic in other Dark Souls games, where, unlike poison, where it is a very manageable damage over per second, the plague is no joke. It will shred away your health. Hence the plague resistance ring, which definitely makes a massive difference. The Adjudicator shield will help a little bit, but yeah, you are going to have to be healing. How are we doing? Okay. Come over here, grab the soul. There's definitely at least one more around here, I swear. There he is. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, there's still quite a few left. I know it's not the most exciting of content, similar to when we killed the dragon, but I said we're going to make this the safest we can and the easiest we can, and this is definitely doing that. Oh, damn. Don't know why that didn't fire. Come on, up you come. Come on. Come by. Come on, you're the last one. There we go. Right, as far as I'm aware, that is all, if not almost all of them. And any others can be bopped. So I'm going to put on... I don't need the cling ring. So let's put on the thief ring. And let's go. Oh, supposed to put on the Sodden ring, that's what it is. Okay, well let's heal the plague. Sodden ring. So this is where you get your pure marrow stone if you are doing a marrow build, which I think is plague. Grab the stone. So this is where you can farm stone of ephemeral eyes. Now we've killed all the plague babies, run past, he'll say, you will not turn back, will you?
No harm.
Come to the Archstone for the soul and a ring, and then head to the Nexus. So that is ring number 26 of 30, the Ring of Sincere Prayer. Pure blood, put that to storage. You need that 3 times. Use the legendary hero soul.
Then touch the view. Soul
And
of the
let's level
mind,
up
key to
our
life
intelligence
ether.
to 17.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted to the world. May thy
Head over to Uria.
Are you very well?
Trade the Pure Blood Demon Soul for Relief, which is sorcery number 16 of 22.
Thank you.
Put on Cling Ring, Thief Ring. You can take off Widow's Lotus. And we are going to kill ourselves in the Nexus. As we're now going to fight a Red Phantom that could well bop us. So come up here, roll. Just notice how the blacksmith just watches. Doesn't react, just goes meh. And now we're going to quickly go get our souls back. And we're going to head back to 5-3. You don't want to go to 5-4 because you're going to start straight away in the Plague Pit. 5-3. So we are now pure white. And in doing so, good old Garl comes back as a red phantom. So this is essentially Garl as he has been fully corrupted by Astrea's demonic ways. There he is. And the good thing about Garl, well, the bad thing about Garl is he hits like a truck. The good thing about him is he can be completely cheesed. So the first step, Poison Cloud. You might have to cast it a couple of times, just because of his resistance. But as you can see here, his aggro range... There we go. His aggro range is very small, and conveniently, he doesn't go past that spot, so he still thinks he is defending Astrea. So what we're going to do is bait an attack, and then bop. And then we're not going to get tempted, as you see there, we're not going to get tempted to attack again, because he will try to parry. And if he succeeds that parry, we die. So wait for the attack, that way his shield's not up, and then we do one attack. Make an attack, shield's not up, one attack. Because yeah, even though yes he is getting up, he will always, in my experience, try to parry you if you try to spam attacks on him. And the acid, the poison damage is just a nice added buff, so it just saves a bit of time. Now, you do want to make sure you have physically attacked him at least once, and ideally you want to kill him with a physical attack, and that way it will definitely guarantee the he doesn't give you a huge buff to your character tendency, but it is a buff nonetheless. The game is designed, you have to defeat all 5 of the red phantoms to get to pure white character tendency. Now, the alternative, because you have to do 2 online trophies anyway to get your tendency up, the alternative is if you help a player banish an invader, you also improve your character tendency. So I mentioned previously in the guide, you can go to World 3-3 and put your summon sign there. People can summon you to fight against the old monk, which counts as an invader. So therefore, you can improve your character tendency this way. However, I'm showing you the offline way. We're going to defeat all of the red phantom enemies. Now, rings. Replace the thief ring with the ring of Herculean strength. That improves our item carrying capacity, because we need to be able to pick up the Vinland crest. And if you don't have enough capacity on you for both items go. So, Brammed, the Donking Hammer. I mean, respectable point of note compared to our Dragonbone Smasher, however the weight on it is ridiculous, so we're going to put that away. And now, we can swap back to the Thief Ring, because the armor set, the Dark Silver armor set, we do not need. The thing we needed was the Vinland crest. With that done, I'm just going to evacuate, as I don't want to go back into the plague pit. Put on the Sodden ring and Thief ring combo. Put on Half Moon Grass and Noble's Lotus. Make sure you've got your Adjudicator's Shield. And we're going to go back to 5-2, the Swamp of Sorrow. So, we're still doing pure white tendency events. The Red Phantom was only step 1. We're about to do step 2. And then there is also World 5 actually has an extra white tendency event, which is a legendary weapon, the Astrea Spear, which has a trophy attached. So of course we are going to be doing that. So we're going to go stealth mode here, hence we've got the Thief ring on. Stick to the left, and we're going to stick to the left. We're not going to bother with any of the enemies in this section. We are just hightailing it to the NPC we need to talk to. Not going to bother with that item as there's 3 dregs there, and it's not important. We're going to go around the dregs. Good old Thief ring, putting in the work. Come up and straight onto the plank. Once you cross, step down and head over, and here we are. Heal up. Talk to Selen.
I am Selen of Icy, I believe. If you I must share with him.
Talk to her again, and she will know, and she'll offer to give the Vinland crest, then say
Vinland,
yes.
sir, poor soul, Umbasa. Oh, I hesitate. Garl has... I shall reward you in kind.
Yes.
Thank you. As Garl's sister, please may you receive God's blessing, Bassa.
And there we go. Ring number 27, the Ring of Devout Prayer. Grab another thief ring. And do we evacuate? Yes, evacuate. I was like, I know we have to go back to 5-2, but no, we're going in reverse, so. Okay, conscious of time, so we're going to call it for this video. In the next video, we have one more pure white tendency event to do in World 5 before we get it to pure black and do the pure black section of World 5. We are ever so close to the end of our first run and the majority of the work therefore. So you're doing a fantastic job if you've been keeping up so far. As always, please drop a like and subscribe if you found any of this content useful for you. Offer any feedback, questions or suggestions. I will do anything I can to improve my content for the audience, for you. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. I hope you're enjoying the journey. I can't wait. Thank you so much, and bye for now.